al-Shabaab?
Well, they were a group that did control big parts of Somalia, neighboring to Kenya. For several years, they were pushed back by the forces in heavy fighting in a protracted campaign. Now, al-Shabaab has shifted from trying to create a kind of Islamic state in Somalia, and they're more becoming a classic terror group, targeting soft targets in Kenya. They obviously, you may remember, threatened to attack US malls in recent months, a threat that many people did not take seriously. But what we can see, though they are greatly reduced as an operational force, they can strike these soft targets like this university and strike fear into Kenya. Christine?
Yeah, a university, a soft target. Young people, it is education, it is young men, young women, and Garissa is relatively close to a porous border with Somalia.
Well, that's right, about 90 miles from Somalia, and this border is very easy to cross both ways, and that's been a very difficult scenario for Kenya. Since the Kenyan military invaded Somalia essentially in 2011, it's opened itself up to the threat and then the reality of attacks by al-Shabaab, most infamously, of course, in 2013 when al-Shabaab took on that mall in Nairobi, Westgate Mall, and held people hostage there for hours. It would appear, based on the information we have now, that this is a similar sort of operation, that they'll try to drag this out. Of course, terrible for the parents and the families of those who are at that university. Garissa is in a part of Kenya that's often seen as marginalized and not well developed. And this university is only a few years old, so terribly tragic for this institution. And certainly the Kenyan forces, both police and military, will be watched closely in this operation because they were roundly criticized for how they dealt with previous